And so here are the exercises for Chapter 7 on filters. The first is to give you a bit of practice using grep and also practice using regular expressions. I've created a file on the CD called grep test, and I'd like you to use grep to find the lines in that file that contain the following patterns. I'd like you to find all lines that begin with a T. Then I'd like you to find all blank lines. Then I'd like you to find lines that have 2 or more A's anywhere in them, and I mean consecutive A's. Lines that have a 2-digit number, 2 or more digit number, so it could be 2 or 3 or 10-digit number. Now this is a little bit of a tricky one. You might need to use extended regular expressions for this. Lines that have the pattern open square bracket x comma y in them, but I don't just want to see x comma y, I want to see x and y being actual numbers. So that might be 6 comma 7 or 38 comma 126 or something like that, enclosed in square brackets. So there's a little challenging one for you. Okay, exercise 2. Write a script that produces the following output. It's really just the output from the Who program with the terminal removed. So see if you can come up with that. Obviously the data that you're processing should come from the Who program, and I'd also like to see the output sorted alphabetically by username, which is not something I've done in the little sample output that you can see there, but I would like to be sorted alphabetically. Finally, let's modify the course project. There's a bit of a gaping hole in our course project at the moment, in that when we print out the names.dat at the moment, it's just a raw dump of what's in the file. But what I'd like to see is have it printed out neatly. In other words, get rid of the colons that separate one field from the next, and I'd like them printed out in surname order, and clearly a nice heading would be appropriate as well. So you're probably going to need to use awk to do that. And you may also, if you want to do that sorting thing using the filter called sort, you might like to check the manual page for sort to learn how to sort by a field other than the start field. In other words, we're going to have, I believe in our names.dat we've got the first name first and then the surname second, and we actually want to sort on the surname, so we actually have to sort by the second field in the file. Now it's possible to do that using the sort program, and you'll need to check the manual page to work out how to do that. If you can't get that bit, don't worry. Just make sure that it looks quite neat on the screen when you dump the output. Okay, good luck.